Hello, beautiful souls. This is Crystal Rose Insights, and I'm here on 1122, a beautiful number in the twin flame world. And I just wanted to do a reading tonight for current energies around the union. I'm using the Angel Tarot cards I have shuffled already and called in my guides and for clarity on this reading for anybody who's watching. And no matter when it is that you're watching this, the message always comes through when you're supposed to hear it. So I've also got here my red calcite, which I love this stone, very grounding. And I love this one in particular because it's really clear. There's a lot of clear in it, and it's not just the red, so I love this particular stone. So let's take a look right now at the current energies of union. Okay, so current energy of the divine masculine, 5 of fire. Current energy of the divine feminine, king of water. What does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know? 10 of fire. What does the divine feminine want the divine masculine to know? The magician. How does he see the relationship right now? Ace of water. How does she see the relationship right now? King of air. And what is the overall energy of the union right now? And that is the Knight of Fire. Okay, we have lots of fire and lots of water here. Okay, so let's get going with this. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Earth, which is spending quiet time alone, enjoying being on your own, and also enjoying the really the little things of life. And I love this card. How gorgeous is that? She's just this. Oh, I'm just getting lost in her, the green, the lit up from the heart. That's what I'm really feeling from here. So the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Earth, nearing the completion of that. So what is the divine overall energy of the divine masculine? And we have the 5 of fire, and this is about completing goals, and could mean a card of some conflict with others. So this is where he might be feeling the external pressures from people around him who may not understand the union. And you know what? That's almost no surprise given that we're coming into a long holiday weekend here in the United States for Thanksgiving, and many people are around their families. And we all know that oftentimes families have their opinions and they may not quite understand exactly what, why the divine masculine or divine feminine really want to be in that union, because a lot of times there's a lot of obstacles, right? And it's not an easy journey. So, and people that are not on that path definitely don't understand it. So it's also just about needing to set priorities, and it's going to be important to have, it's kind of like a clash of wills. So that's probably as simple as I can put it for the overall energy of the divine masculine right now. Is he's probably going to be facing some situations with the family this weekend. And the overall energy of the divine feminine is the king of water, so the king of cups, which is really about opening your heart, taking really good heartfelt advice. It's about being compassionate and respected. So, she's in a place where she's feeling like accomplished in the emotional side. I think she's feeling pretty steady on that, and she's feeling very accomplished and confident in where she currently is. I know we've been doing a lot of work as divine feminines to just kind of really focus on all of the things we're working on, and I think that she's kind of got quiet authority, and she's compassionate, but she's also very respected, and she's definitely, her energy of the king of water is really what she wants to attract in her divine masculine, but she's also being it right now. Okay, so we always have to be what we want. So I think this is where she's at. So what does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know, which is the Ten of Fire, which is the Ten of Wands? And this is where he's asking for help, and it's a little out of balance for him right now. And I think he's really yearning for just knowing, wants his divine feminine to know that he's got a lot going on. And, you know, here it almost looks like there's two birds around all of these arrows. So this is like the wands, and I think he's under fire, and I think the more that we can send him love and send him support as he's going through this, that I think that would be very much appreciated, of course. And the other aspect of this is that, you know, he's been working too hard, or you've been working too hard, and I think he's trying to, it's needing to ask for help. So that's really what he's doing here. And I know that he trusts the support he gets from the divine feminine. So send him some love, will ya? And strength. So what does the divine feminine want the divine masculine to know is a major arcana, the Magician, which is, she wants him to know that she's really ready. You know, she's been ready for a while, but she's also in a place where she's gone through the journey and truly knowing that she has the ability to manifest. So this is what she's been working on, and she wants him to know that this is what the union really is. It's the ability to be in the 5D is to know that we can manifest our reality, and that life is magical. So she wants him to remember as he's going through this, and with this, oh my gosh, yeah. So he's going through some challenges right now at home. He's been dealing with a lot on his plate, and she's trying to tell him, yes, but remember this magic. Remember that this is possible. Remember that even though this may be what you're facing at the moment, this is what it's all about. So I love that. I love that. So what does he, how does he see the union right now? And he has the Ace of Water, which is a new beginning in love. And it's, you know, falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship. And it's also coming from a place of intuition. And yeah, so I think he's done a lot of work to where he's really more ready for a union than he has been, and he really sees this relationship in a new light and realizes the spirituality aspect of it, and how this is not your typical karmic partner, soulmate partner relationship, that there really is something different here. And so he sees the relationship as the Ace of Water, which is he's really, you know, embarking on a new love journey because he's never been in this type of relationship before. Everything that he's done in the past, just it's different. This is a different type of relationship. And what does she see the divine feminine see the relationship as? Is the King of Air. And, you know, she sees there's a lot of king energy here. Okay, so we've got king, we have a knight, but she sees the relationship as the success in going through with all the truths. And I know that's kind of a mouthful there, and that didn't make much sense. But, you know, what this is really sharing is that, you know, this also can refer to asking for help, but this is someone who is really on the top of her field, and she's really smart in her career. She's intellectual in business. She's a good speaker, and she's authoritative, professional, and balanced. So, you know, seeing the relationship in this manner is she's seeing the relationship as something that once it comes together will be the true success that it is. You know, that is smart and respected and accomplished, you know, because I think when the twins come together, and they're coming together and successfully in union, it means they've really done a lot of work, and it's always going to be work even during the relationship. So anyway, that's what she's seeing here. And let me pull a couple, and then the union energy right now is the Knight of Fire. I mean, there is so much passion in this connection. Yes, it's an innocent love, but there's also a lot of passion and chemistry. And the Knight of Fire is where it's moving forward. Okay, so it's taking action towards the union. And this is about being adventurous, self-assured, but there's a bit of a restless energy to it too. Because I think, you know, when you find the relationship and the love and the connection and the bond that comes with twin flame union, you kind of want to get there sooner than later, right? At least I know I do. But at the same time, it's divine timing. It's not always the right time. You still may have a bunch of work to do, and in which case, you just got to do it. It's part of it, and you need to release and let go. So I would like to get as well a card here, please, for advice for the Divine Masculine, and one card for the advice for the Divine Feminine, please. Okay, one card for the Divine Masculine. Advice. The Thinking Man in reverse. And a card of advice, please, for the Divine Feminine. Thank you. And we get the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. All right, so the Thinking Man. Here's a guy who's holding a crystal, quartz crystal, looks like, and he's just staring at the light. He's really contemplating. Okay, so he's looking at the light, and he's looking very dapper, and he's very put together, and he's just in a place where he's doing a lot of thinking. So I think when this card comes in the reversal mode, this is about, it could be a male authority figure who's not acting in your best interests. But it's a little bit more about you, and that this is where you need to sort of start heeding the call of the lessons, and it's time to break through and move in the direction of being able to really serve in your professional capacity. So this could be where you might be facing some family members here at the holiday, father figure, friends, siblings, something like that may be kind of getting a little bit in your head and getting in the way. So the advice is to not let that happen, and it's just to be able to be the man who actually is able to see with real wisdom without interference. And the card for the Divine Feminine advice for her is the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So this is really about continuing to communicate her truth, what she's speaking. I mean, he's got here the halo, he's got his throat chakra lit up. It's a 39, which is a 12, which is a 3, which is of course about communication. So that's why this is that card. But, you know, I think for the advice for the Divine Feminine right now is that to be in communication with him and not to feel like she has to hold back in communication. Because I think that's one of the questions a lot of people are having is, do I talk to them first? Do they talk to me first? Do I let them lead? I mean, a lot of the Divine Feminines are waiting for the masculine to lead and make a move. But this just means that it's important that you do remember to continue to communicate when you get the opportunity, because I think we can shut down when we get into fear, we get into a little bit of like uncertainty, we can shut down communication for fear of being vulnerable. So the advice for the Divine Feminine there is to feel into that fear and communicate anyway. And it reminds me of a John Mayer song that I love. Oh my gosh, what's the name of the song? Of course, I'm not going to think of it right now. Say what you need to say. Is that, when your hands are shaking, when your hands, and your faith is broken. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Something about doing it with your heart wide open. Yeah. It's basically saying to take that leap of faith, and when you're totally scared and you're afraid of what's going to happen, that you need to communicate anyway. And you do it with an open heart. I love that song. And that line in particular is just such a beautiful line. All right. I just embarrassed myself by not remembering the lyrics to a song I love. Maybe because I was like, I knew I was on video and my daughter's in the other room right now taking a shower and she's blasting her music. And I think it just distracted my introvert brain. So, all right. Well, there you go. There are the energies of union. And thank you again for your likes, shares, subscribes. If you want a personal reading specific to you, then the information is in the description box below. And in the meantime, until next time, in abundant love always. Bye.